let's go. It's the weekend and we got a green candle and it's a big green candle and that's why we're coming to you live on the weekend. We told you guys we would come to you if anything happens. Something happened. Something's happening right now. As you can see, something's happening. Bitcoin is breaking through 33,500, 33,700. The shorts are getting fucking murdered. Okay, if you were short Bitcoin on Friday, today is not your day. At the same time, two other indicators are showing us that this may be a very good week for Bitcoin, like a huge week for Bitcoin. As Sheldon says, a huge week for Bitcoin. So, welcome back, guys. Welcome back, Sheldino.
What's up, buddy? What's up? It's nice to wake up like this. I've missed these days. I don't know if you have. Not massive, but end of the day, starting to feel like we're getting somewhere again, that we're just getting a little bit natural movement in the market. So that's making me excited. I know all the hard work's eventually going to pay off. I know it is.
What would get me to the office on a Saturday? What else other than either a big green candle up or a big green candle down, or just the love that I have for our community? That would get me out of bed on a Saturday morning to say, let's do a quick emergency stream. So let's say this. If you're new to our channel, welcome. This is the Banter family. So if you're here and you want to join the family, hit the subscribe button, join our channel. This is where we bring you technicals, fundamentals, emergency streams on weekends, memes, fun, and we bring you Sniper School. And the truth is, I'm sitting here actually editing documents for Sniper School today. Lots going on Sniper School. Huge. Getting ready to launch 1 August. If you know anybody that doesn't know much about crypto, that's the first part of Crypto School. But again, you have to be a subscriber to our community. If you're not a member of our community, if you're not a subscriber, then you can't come to school, kids. Anyway, let's get straight into it. I don't want to waste time, but I do want to ask you guys for one big favor. Smash the like button, because this is an unscheduled stream, and the only way that we can get it out there is if you guys smash the like button. Tell people that we're actually going live. If you can share it. We work hard to bring you amazing content. All we ask you to do is smash the like button. We do see Dr. Arnes, Dr. Arnes is actually part of our school. I think I said yesterday that he's joining Crypto School. So Dr. Arnes, we see you in the super chats. We will do some super chats later for you guys. But I think right now, when we get to 2,000 likes out of 2,800 people. Another thing, YouTube. YouTube has enabled a feature for some reason that only subscribers can comment in the chat. When Freddie gets back on Monday, he'll try and change that. But otherwise, if you want to chat, if you want to be in the live chat, I think you have to be a subscriber today. Dr. Arnes, we see you. Good morning to you. Tell us where you're at. Tell us if it's morning, afternoon, night. Tell us what the time is. In the meantime, Sheldon, tell me why you called me at 6 o'clock this morning and said, can we do a stream?
Buddy, you know what the whole, obviously we had a very big indicator that went off, and I'll get into that shortly. But the whole part of it was to understand that, the last 2-3 days we've been sitting with a plan, and the plan started working from yesterday. Beautiful dip into the box, and we started getting a projection up. And the main reason of just coming quickly today with a quick update is so that people can see the flow of how we want this market to be moving, and to be understanding how we're wanting things to be moving, and how we're wanting it to happen. And obviously the next key indicators on what we need to happen in the market. But the big one that obviously went off this morning was, firstly, we started breaking a daily trend, which I'll show you now. But secondly, we have the RSI. Let me just draw it in here, and you can see how quickly and easy we can draw it up. Let's get that there. But you can see basically we had this big RSI. Let me just get it. There we go. Beautiful breakout in the RSI. So what has happened now is we've had this RSI trailing down since the 7th of Jan. So we are running now 6 months with this RSI running downwards, and we have finally got an indication where we have broken the RSI trend. So remember, guys, we always have the 2 RSIs. The stochastic is an easy one just to help you guys. Oversold, overbought, very simple. And then we have the more the relative strength index, where there's a lot more detail involved. And all that we're doing with that is using bullish and bearish divergences. These are very, very key things on higher timeframes. We saw that when we had this little breakout from Bitcoin of this trend, and we had this bounce the other day, everyone was very, very bearish when it went back to 29,000. We had bullish divergence on the RSI, and you can see how that plays out. So it's very important to understand the two difference. And obviously we saw this major trend coming down on the RSI, and the alarms went off this morning that now we are breaking that trend line, which is a massive, massive, massive sign. Bitcoin still has a small job to do. We need Bitcoin to make its way to the 35K during this weekend, during this actual pump that we are making up at the moment. Getting it there, reason being, RSI has now broken trend. We started moving to the upward side. We have a higher high in the RSI. We don't have the higher high on the daily just yet. So if this continues, it can form some sort of bearish divergence. And that is all that we basically need to cancel out, to continue this move that we're making. Because all that I'm saying is, I believe still that Elon settled the market. He didn't pump it, but he settled it. And now people are starting to get a little bit of confidence, and we can see how things are starting to play out again. It's starting to be normal again in the market, which we haven't had in a while. And now I feel that, if we get this higher high, which I think Bitcoin is going to do, volume, that's our only indication that I still want to get to now. That higher high, then a pullback. There's still going to be a smaller pullback in the market for those who missed out on some really, really good buys. And this will come with alts and with Bitcoin, and then the continuation. But guys, if this plays out the way we need it to play out, and the way naturally it should play out chart-wise, we could be at the short-term bottom for now. And hopefully Bitcoin make its way to the 40, 50K region again with time. I really don't believe the way Bitcoin started its last rally was not Bitcoin just went from 10,000 to 20,000. It literally gradually growed and just consistently growed little bit. And then we started hitting the excitement phase when we started breaking the all-time highs and that. But that's all that we want from Bitcoin. It's gradual growth. We don't need it to go to 40,000 by Monday. We need it to go to 36, come back to 34. Go to 39, come back to 35. Go to 43. We need that nice flow. I see you want to say something there, bud. You're on mute, I think, buddy.
Saying higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Sheldon, let's take one step back. For the people that don't know what an RSI is, can you explain to them what an RSI is, and then what's the difference between an RSI and a stochastic RSI?
Awesome, buddy. So as I was saying, so firstly, all that we detect with RSI is to see the buying and the selling pressure. So all that it means with the RSI, and all that, just to simplify it and not overcomplicate it, is we just use the RSI. Let me just get this one out of the way for now. And let's see if we can make this one bigger. Okay, anyway, all that...
It's a sentiment gauge, right? All you're gauging with RSI is you're gauging the sentiment. And when you say that the RSI broke the 7-month average or trend line, what you're saying is that it's taking the moving average of the 7-month, the average of a 7-month, and it's now broken through it, which means the sentiment is getting much better, much quicker. We have a breakout in sentiment. That's what you're talking about.
And what it means is we're breaking something that's been happening for the last few months. It's all been moving in one little way. Something's different for the first time in 7 months. So we may be getting short-term breaks on the trends, but something's changed. Something's not running. For 7 months, we've been getting this perfect pattern, and we've just broken that pattern. In my opinion, if something is different, ends in a different result. And then that sort of makes a lot of sense. So this is a very key indication, especially with getting the higher high on Bitcoin, that we're well on track, that we're on time for a bit of a pullback from that big leg down. Because I still feel we haven't, since we've gotten this big leg down, I still feel we haven't had a decent retracement to that. And at any point, I know it is coming, and that's why this part was difficult for us. But end of the day, we need to still remember where we are fighting for entry. For the first time, we're not fighting in that zone. We are fighting in this zone. So when we get it, we're going to be sitting pretty. And that's the main understanding. So what we do with the RSIs, guys, is we look at using the stochastic as a very simple way. When it's over the 80% mark, remember, if you don't know, go to your indicators, this FX here, type in RSI, and you'll see you got the relative strength index, and you got the stochastic RSI. Put your stars so that it's favorites, and those are the two. And all that we use the normal stochastic for is anywhere over, especially higher time frames, 8 hours, dailies, anywhere over 80% mark is always good selling sort of territory. It lets you know that you should start taking a little bit of profits, or whenever we are at the bottom under the 20 zone is usually your buying times. So the main thing is whenever you are just looking at a normal coin or you just want to see if it's a good investment, you never want to be buying when the high time frames are sitting in the middle of these zones. You're either looking at, if it's at the top, it's not time to buy it. Hold on a little bit longer. We always want to be buying the bottoms. And that's just a nice little, you don't even have to know much about it. You don't have to even understand it so much. It will just help you get a lot better entries and good progress as you progress. And then obviously we have the normal relative strength index, bullish divergences. This is when you start becoming more of a technical trader, whether the relative, it's got a lot more detail in it. And this is where you can start making a lot more decisions and different skill sets. And so for now, if you're new, Stochastic is brilliant. If you are getting a little bit more skilled, then obviously the relative strength index is good. Learning divergences, bullish divergence, bearish divergence. Yeah.
Okay, Sheldino, let's look at volume, because breakout on volume. And I think there's a big clue for us if we look at the volume.
So what we have with volume is it's still trending down, which is either a sign of a big volume bar is going to come at some point. We see it very much at any time we have a moving down in volume, then all of a sudden you get a breakout, and it usually determines either Bitcoin breaking this resistance and having a strong quick shoot to this level, or we have a smallish pullback, the test, and then the continuation upwards. We just want to make sure that obviously that higher high is in place. So I do see the daily RSIs. We still have another 2 days of the upward side, and then a small pullback is coming. But if we can get where we need to get, that $35,000 to $36,000 region, the pullback's great, and then we well off to the 40 level zone. And then we have that next trend line, which is easy. We either can get rejected, fight it for a while, we break it, we're bullish. We're on our way slowly back to recovery, and it's a big sign.
Let's put everything into perspective here, because there's actually 3 things that are happening right now that everyone in our community needs to be aware of, and that's why we need to come to you on a Saturday. Come here on a Saturday. So here's what needs to happen. Here's what we're looking at. The first thing is, Sheldon, you are echoing. I'm not sure if you're on the right. I think your sound's coming through the wrong input. Just see if it's both through your headphones. I'm going to mute you for 1 second. The first thing we need to look at here is Bitcoin daily RSI has broken out of the 7-month-long resistance. We know that. We've just showed you that. It means that the sentiment is changing. It means, and remember, sentiment doesn't change immediately. This is a measure of the momentum. So RSI measures momentum. It doesn't measure the sentiment on a specific day. It measures the momentum. And the momentum is now swinging positive, which means that the momentum actually swung positive a few days ago, but it's now starting to show in the charts. Remember, these are not daily things. These are momentum trades. The next thing that you can see, and this is for me the most exciting thing, this is the more exciting thing, is also pointed out by William Clemente. And he says, $10.2 million of BTC shorts liquidated in 10 minutes, and we're just getting started. There are a lot of people who bet against this market. And now what's happening is we're getting a short squeeze. So they need to close their shorts, and they need to buy the tokens that they sold back. And now they are getting short squeezed. We don't know how big this short squeeze is, but rest assured that when a short squeeze comes, the higher the price gets, the higher the price goes, the higher the price goes. Because the higher the price goes, the more determined they become to close their shorts, the more pain they feel. And therefore, the faster they start closing their shorts. So that is 2 things that are happening right now at the same time. You're getting a break in the RSI, break in the sentiment. Remember, the bears, when they shorted because of the sentiment of the market. They drove the sentiment of the market down. And now the RSI has turned, and the RSI is saying the momentum of sentiment is actually going up, which means that if they're shorted, they're getting their balls squeezed. Okay, that's basically how they feel right now. They feel like it's a squeeze of the shorts. It's a squeeze basically. That's how they feel right now. I see Sheldon smiling in the background. Why don't you join the show? In the background, in the kitchen's
No, I'm just laughing.
They're getting squeezed. Like when you
like lemon juice. Yeah. Squeeze the lemons.
That's how they feel. And if you're a guy, you know exactly how they feel. Girls, don't worry about that. The next thing is happening. So we know shorts are getting squeezed. We know that that there is a short squeeze going on. We know that the RSI is broken, which means that the long-term sentiment is breaking, which means that Elon did his work and it's happening. The third thing that I want to show you guys is, Sheldon, you're still echoing. It's still coming through your computer. You need to change
I was having a look at the comments. They say I'm not echoing, so everything's normal.
Okay, echoing in my
end.
The next thing that's happening is institutions are buying. They're buying grayscale, and they're buying a lot of grayscale, right? So they're buying a lot of grayscale. The volume in the grayscale trade is going up, and the premium in grayscale is going down. What does it mean? It means that that the sentiment has turned, and institutions are now buying again. Big institutions are now buying, and they're buying grayscale. Why they're buying grayscale? Told you guys this before. Because when they buy grayscale, they can buy it at a 10.8% discount. And if you're an institution and you're thinking, should I buy Bitcoin on the open market and store my keys and have insurance, or should I buy grayscale and let them do it and just pay 10%? Naturally, as an institution or a fund manager, you're going to buy grayscale. And so they're drying up this grayscale overhang and this grayscale oversupply, which is, again, a big factor in this market. Huge factor in this market. The third thing,
big stuff.
The fourth thing that's happening in this market is NFT video games. We told you this a few days ago. We told you when Axie was about $18. Look at what happened to Axie in the last 3 days. You cannot ignore what is happening right now with play to earn video games. It is a new trend, and we want the Banter community to get on top of this. Don't be scared of it. Don't be intimidated by it. This is Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity was $18 when we told you guys to buy it. It was about here. That was on Wednesday. It is now trading at $45, and it is up in the last 24 hours, 48.4%. It doesn't end there. Other gaming tokens, video gaming tokens. Look at this one, Gala. Gala is another one of these gaming tokens. This token is up. I wouldn't buy this token now because it is up 77% overnight. So that's the 24-hour chart of Gala token. Let's look at some other ones, just so that you can see what's going on here. Trillium, which is the Alien World token. Let's look at how the chart has performed. Up 40% overnight. Okay, there is a massive bull run happening in these games, in these NFT games, and we need to get the Banter family into these games to understand these games. We also spoke about, I think we spoke about Faraland. I don't know, I haven't actually looked at Faraland today. Okay, also up 30% overnight.
Wow.
While the rest of the market is performing but not flying, the one sector that is really flying is NFT games, and specifically play to earn NFT games. You need to get your heads around NFT games. I'm not saying that you guys need to be buying the pumps, and certainly I don't think you should buy anything that's gone up 100% in one day. But if you're not watching this trend and getting into this trend, you're missing out. Another one, Sandbox, also one of my favorites, up 33.8%. There is one launching on Monday. And again, I'm not saying that you guys need to be buying it because I don't know what the price is going to launch at, but there is a game called Splinterlands, which is launching on Monday. We're investors in the game, full disclosure. We've been waiting. It's a game that's been going for a while, but all of a sudden has got huge growth. You cannot be sleeping. If Bitcoin runs, these games are going to go parabolic. These games are going to go parabolic. If you have much more risk appetite, then you can buy in-game items. You can buy Axies, you can buy land, but that's another strategy, and that we will leave for the in-the-game program, which is starting on Crypto Banter on the 1st of August or the week of August with Bryce. Yeah.
Exciting. I think we got to look at the new projects. We got to look at what's coming next. From that, you know what I mean? Keep charting, make sure we get a good entry, but it's in. If you're right, you know, if Bitcoin goes to 40K or 45K, what are these coins going to do? They're going to absolutely fly. Axie is ridiculous. I can't believe how that coin has just not stopped.
I do see we have a super chat here from Gawain. He says, thank you. You guys are helping me change my life. That's what we want to do. We want to help you guys change your lives. We have to educate our users about this trend, because remember, crypto is all about narratives. It's all about the narrative. You know, DeFi started the last bull run, then we had the NFT bull run, and now we're seeing that it's all about NFT games. And regardless of whether this market is going up or down, tokens like Axie don't really give a fuck. Tokens like Axie are going up in an exponential way. And yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at AXS. Let's look at that one again. Yeah, up 48% today. Market cap $2.5 billion. I mean, I'm going to say that I still think there's value in Axie, but I don't know if I can psychologically get myself to buy a token that's gone up 48.5%.
No, you can't buy them now. I think the main thing is to take the whole category, find the next good ones, catch them early. You can't now. You putting yourself in a big risky situation if you do buy these coins now.
Yeah, people in the comments are saying, look at Rev, which I think is, or sorry, they're saying Revo, but I think that they mean Rev. Let's see, unless there's a token called Revo that I don't know about. There is a token called Revo, and it's also up 150%. Wow, okay. I don't know anything about this game, but...
And that's a small market cap, though. That's
small market. That is a $17 million market cap. I think we need to pay more attention to these NFT games. We need to pay more attention to these NFT games. I think that's as a community, we will spend more time with NFT games. Ashley Mayer says, you guys make our day. Best information. Thank you, Ashley. Much appreciated. It's our weekend, but here we are helping you guys. Anything else that you've seen? Shaldina, where are we?
Let's go in here quickly with the chart. So the main thing I just wanted to just sum up quickly with Bitcoin. Oh yeah, sorry.
You're echoing again. It means that your sound is going through your computer again, not your headphones.
But I was looking at the comments. I'm not echoing. Everything is normal set. Even my sound. Let's have a look here. Yeah, my sound is perfect. I'm on the normal settings. So I'm not sure why, buddy. Not sure why. So, guys, what I'm looking at with Bitcoin now is obviously, like I was saying, the high. Now, yes, we're talking about it. The main concept is if you missed some good buys that we had on the break of the trends, you know, we're going to have the pull. We want to get to 35 from here. Anywhere in the zone, pull back in, and this is where we are making sure we capture what any positions you didn't get, any good coins, because remember, everything's still following Bitcoin in a way. Dominance is still trailing sideways, which means everything is still running with Bitcoin. But what's exciting is we are going to get to a decision point, I think, in the next week, where we're either going to have an explosion from Bitcoin, which can be from the upside, or it can be a slow grind up from Bitcoin and dominance drops and the alts go absolutely berserk. So we do have two good signs there as well. And another big one we must just keep eye on as well is this Ethereum dominance. Ethereum dominance has really got a nice bull flag here. And the break of this is a really good sign that if Bitcoin starts to make its way up to those levels, Ethereum is going to absolutely kill it. So looking at Ethereum, it's starting to make sense, right? There's the break. We're about to break trend in the daily. So the Ethereum dominance is showing us strength. The dominance, Bitcoin dominance showing us that we can have the drop in that, and Bitcoin's obviously breaking the thing. So we have a good few indicators that are showing us on the whole, you know, that there can be a nice strong movement coming. And just to close off here, guys, remember a lot of the alts that I went through as well, the good ones that if we get the pullback from Bitcoin this weekend is definitely Kusama. Kusama is a nice one. If we can get that nice little pullback, you can see the trend line there. I put the dark mode.
You're on dark mode. You're on dark mode.
I'm on dark mode. I listened.
Psychopath.
I'm normal again. I'm normal. So Kusama, guys, this is a really, really good one. You can see it's still playing beautifully through to the drawing. And what I'm thinking is Bitcoin make its way to 35 in that zone. Then we are going to have a small pullback in the market. Kusama is the one you want to catch, definitely. I was looking at the ones we did call from yesterday. They were great. Look at that from EGLD. We literally got the drop beautifully into the box. Just the top, not the full box, but beautiful drop following and on its way. So you can see how the main goal of this is to, you know, if the whole market turns bullish, how are you going to run this whole damn bullish market? And that's the whole point of it. So the big ones, obviously, now that is Kusama and Ethereum, that are big ones that I'm looking to catch. If we see Link as well, that's the daily trend on Link. Beautiful breakout. You can see where the drawing, we touched straight into the box. And now we're looking strong to the upward side. Luna, great. That one was just on the top of the box. But you see how that's just the RS flip. So you see the main goal that I'm just doing is getting you guys into a routine of what we're looking at when the markets are bullish. So when they're flowing, we understand what's going and what's happening. Matic's another big one. And what I want to show about Matic is we got the big daily trend coming up as well. So this is also a very key one. If the markets turn bullish, exactly the way I drew that drawing over there is we just want to break of that trend, and definitely we want to catch Matic on that retest. So Matic's a big one coming up. Having a look at Sol's still playing in this wedge, still gradually up to that. So there's no massive buys on Sol just yet. If you missed the buys from yesterday, looking at VET, small pullback, but VET's still really, really low from where it's all come. Like that's super, super, super low. And you can see where we're looking to catch. So VETs also want to have a look at. Any other ones that I missed? Dot from yesterday. You know, all of these are 10% up from yesterday, guys. So just that little drop in the box and that push up, it just shows you the strength of understanding the basic little strategy. So same with Dot. Dot, we still have some time because we got the higher time frame, that long daily trend. But if we can catch it anywhere in these zones over here, that's a good push to there, get the breakout. You can see if Dot all of a sudden turns bullish in the next few months, this can take time. Do you see where you are entering and how easy trading comes now? Because now you don't have to sit and worry every day. Even if it has a 10% retracement, you are sitting the way at the bottom. So this hard work is going to pay off from fighting this damn sideways zone for the last month or two. But I think that's more or less it, Grant. So just Matic, guys. Say again.
Just quick. Anybody that has the CoinPanel subscription can now see your charts, right?
Everything I just did right now, they can see.
Okay, amazing. Someone here, Robert, says Rune got hacked. I just want to quickly talk about the Rune hack and why we're still bullish on Rune. So Rune did get hacked. It got hacked twice in a week, which is kind of, I think, unacceptable for a protocol. But that said, the protocol is still around and repairing the hacks, and it will survive. Now, as a result of the hack, what you can see is that the price of Rune has not only gone down, but the price of Rune hasn't recovered with the rest of the market. So I'm going to quickly show that to you guys. So now this becomes a how much do you believe in the protocol and how much risk are you willing to take? The way I see it, I don't think that if the protocol didn't die and this protocol is not dead and they fix the bugs, which is exactly what they're doing. They suspended the contract and they're getting a review. Rune will bounce back. So my feeling is yesterday I bought into Rune. I bought into Rune at these prices and I laddered down on my position. So for me, I think that when protocols get hacked, and if you believe they're going to come back, they'll come back much stronger and you'll make a lot of money. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you want a very leveraged, I'm going to say to you, very leveraged, scary high risk, then one place to maybe look is something like a Thor starter, which is the launch pad on Thorchain, on Rune. The reason why I say that is because it has taken a massive knock. It's trading at 7.9 cents. It was trading at about 30 cents before this hack, or 35 cents before this hack. And you can see as soon as the hack happened, it collapsed to like, I mean, look at the low here. The low here was like not even 1 cent, like a flash crash, not even 1 cent, and then it recovered. If you want if you believe in Rune, buy Rune. If you want to take a leverage trade, in other words, something that's very risky, and I'm telling you it's very, very, very risky, what I've done is I've actually bought both. I've bought Rune and I've bought X-Rune, because then I've got Thorchain and then I've got the starter. I also want to know one thing from you guys before we jump into a few super chats, and we don't have much time, but we will do some super chats. Tell us in the comments what your favorite gaming project is that has a token. Let's see if we can do a deep dive for you guys. I know people are talking about Revo, people are talking about Mist, people are talking about Sand. We love Sand. Tell us what your favorite token is. Let's quickly jump into a whole lot of super chats. I see Dallas again in the super chat. It says, DeFi, Run Brother, Define was my first 10x. Great call. Thoughts, still love it. Of course, we love Define. Decentralized exchanges on Matic. You can't really go very wrong. We've got two real options, which are QuickSwap and Define. Still love it. Still buying it as much as you can get. If you are buying it, though, buy and stake. So then you can earn more Define. Cool. I see people talking about Superfarm. I see people talking about Engine. I see people talking about Boson. I see IGG. I see LMT. Let's look at all of these. Cope. Rari is not a gaming token. It's a DeFi governance token. We have people talking about Superfarm. Yeah, don't discount Elio. I mean, you got engaged yesterday, so big congratulations to Elio.
One
Not
thing
sure.
was super. Sorry, Rand. On chart wise, there's good volume coming in on super. So that is a good indication. You can see there's volume. You know what I mean? There's a lot more volume than what it's had for a while. So we got good volume. So that's always a good sign. And obviously you can see the damn special that it's on. And we all know that bigger picture. It doesn't matter if this goes on a little bit longer. We know that this usually forms and continues for the cup and handle. So super's looking good.
Okay, we've got John D asking, he says, is it worth buying cards to get into the Cardano ecosystem? Yes, I think cards is, in my opinion, one of the best launch pads around. And if you want to get into the Cardano ecosystem, they're launching the best projects. So we're definitely investors. We're supporters. We're helping them with some of their launches. We're super, super, super bullish on that. Super bullish on that. Okay, Sheldon, this one's for you. It comes from Noah97. It's a super chat. It says, shall we put in the limit buys now to preempt the retests?
Of course. Of course. So what you do is you do that, and you obviously do your alarms as well. So any of them, like I was saying now for the retest, let's go have a look. Like Kusama, especially Kusama. Let's see. Jump to the 4-hour. Sorry, just loading. There we go. Sure, look at all my drawings. I will neaten it up for everyone. But same thing with Kusama. So what I would definitely do is remember the simple strategy that when we break out of a trend, we make the high. We then start to come down to our buy zone. Put your trend line in. When you get to that buy zone, put 1 or 2 limit orders, ladder your way in, and we obviously got the break. So it's definitely worth doing it. What I like to do is actually set my alarms on my trading view or on the CoinPanel, any of those. And when the alarms go off, I actually go there and I start market executing, or you know what I mean, or I start setting my limits more closer to the time. So I'd rather let the chart get nearer there, and then I'll start placing my orders. Unless you do have something like CoinPanel where you can set a stop loss. Meaning that put your limits order in where you want to buy it, no problem. Stop loss, take profits, everything is set and ready to go. Then there's no problem.
Oh, a lot of people are talking about Rich City in the comments. A lot of people, they said it's an up and coming game. I don't think Rich City has a token yet, or does it? Oh, it does. It's got a token. It's RICH. I think that's the one. Let's have a look at that one. Wow, it's a very small cap. It doesn't even have a market cap. If this is the right token, it doesn't even have a market cap yet. I don't know. I would don't know enough about it, guys. Sorry.
$52,000 trading volume. Yeah, that's still brand new.
I don't even know if that's the right token. It could be a fake token. So don't go buying that token. Okay, I see TLM is exploding. Yeah, TLM is exploding. I see we do have another super chat. It says, do you buy on the break? What percentage? Question mark.
50-50. 50% buy, break a trend, 50% retest. Stop loss under previous low. Yeah.
On retest. Okay.
Exactly. 50-50.
Okay, so guys, we'll see you guys again on Monday. I think we'll see you guys again on Monday. If anything happens overnight, it will be.
You know what to do. You know what to do. That's the whole purpose of this call.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, Sheldon will update. You'll update your CoinPanel, right? If you want to.
Of course.
Yeah, so you'll update your CoinPanel. Guys, if you're not on CoinPanel, remember, we do have an agreement with them. You can go to the referral link below. You can join CoinPanel. And then even if it's like 2 in the morning and Sheldon is, I don't know, smoking a joint and charting, because I know that, you know, even if it's 2 in the morning and Sheldon is charting, you guys can see the lines that he's drawing. And I mean, the reason why I say smoking a joint, because I saw some of the lines that he drew. And I mean, I don't know when you do that. I don't know when you do those lines. I
think it's powerful, Ren. We work together. And what's nice is when we're busy with the shows as well, everything's live as well. When I'm busy with a coin, you can go see it live as well. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Alrighty, guys. Love you all. See you all on Monday. Until then, if you're trading, go and make some money. Just be careful out there. Be careful of the retrace. Be careful of the down market. Be careful of the weekend volume. We will see you again on Monday, 6 a.m. EST for Sheldon the Sniper Show and 10 a.m. EST for the other show. Until then, guys, trade well, my friend.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.